Hi everyone, I'm Kiri, and believe it or not, but SpellForce Conquest of EO released over 2 years ago, and that's also the last time I played it. It is developed owned by Gravity and published by THQ Nordic, who are the sponsor of this video. Thank you so much. During those 2 years, the game has received several big updates with free content, improvements, balancing, and also of course some fixes. It even launched on console, so if that's your jam, enjoy. But now, I actually want to take a closer look with you at how the game has changed and evolved over those past 2 years. And we're going to start doing that by just playing the base game. No DLCs, and hopefully we're going to see some good changes. Alright, so I'm starting a campaign with a mage class, and I'm choosing the alchemist because I've not actually played with that one yet. Then, here's the first new addition. You can select your antagonists now. Either you go random, or you pick a specific one. But there's more. You can completely customize your difficulty. You can choose a preset, story mode, up to impossible, or you can change any of these categories here, and it switches to custom. Customize it. Here is a bar that will tell you how difficult it is. And there are the advanced settings. So you can have a randomized spell research or a second crafting profession, or pick the heroes that you want to have in your game. Very convenient. SpellForce Conquest of EO is a turn-based strategy game. The gameplay focuses on turn-based exploration, like going here and looting some resources that we can find. Tactical grid-based battles and tower development, offering a rich mix of strategy, story, and magical customization. And just like that, we have a tower. The blue radius indicates your domain. Your domain is limited to your tower, although it can grow. And later on, you can also have heroes and apprentices, special units, that can place a lodge, which also increases your domain and makes it so that you can harvest resources. In the tower, you can build rooms, and there are several different ones. Right now, we're going to build an alchemy lab, unlocking alchemy, and with that, we can craft something. You also have an inventory. We already have 3 things here, so we can use that for crafting later. Right now, we need to wait for that room to be finished. The quest here at the beginning is super easy. Just go to the goblin camp, and how do we walk actually? So unit movement works differently. There are different types of movement as well. So these are just walking. And these guys here, they can swim. There are also some flying units and some that can climb. And so that is something to keep an eye out. If you have one unit that can swim and the others can't, you can't go across water with them. You can move them as a stack together, or you can split them apart and say, you go here. I actually do want them to stay together though. And since we're playing the campaign, the game is narrative focused, and you will have loads of quests and stories to follow. Now we are ambushing a goblin camp, and you can either play the battle manually, have a tactical combat, or there is auto-resolve, which you can use. Auto-resolve, or like this screen here, shows you if a unit could die in auto-resolve. Doesn't have to. I had a unit survive by 1 HP and a dream. Auto-resolve was quickly reworked, actually, after the release. And the new formula they use accounts for most of the skills and promotions, abilities in the game that really take into account the supportive units and the strong builds. However, it still doesn't replace a human, so be careful with that, especially on higher difficulties. We want to see the combat though, so I'm gonna just start that battle now. Alright, the enemy is approaching. you see the 3 yellow dots underneath a health bar. Those are the action points. Every unit has 3 of those, and you can use them for movement, up to 2 points per turn for movement, and also for using abilities. So in the bottom you have the abilities, moving, attacking, guarding, very important. If you don't use all the points, then they'll automatically guard when you end the turn. Guarding reduces the damage they take, and then special abilities depending on that unit. If you want to find out more about a unit, simply click on the icon in the bottom left. There are different damage types. You have physical and elemental, and that is blocked or reduced by armor. And then you have death and white, which is blocked by willpower. That is a very important mechanic, retaliation. Yellow points are also used to retaliate. And you have to be careful there, because if you use all your points attacking, you may not be able to retaliate. And vice versa. If you attack with all my points, here, this unit for example, if it's attacked, it won't be able to retaliate. Also, 1 HP and a dream. It's a new turn, so I had my AP again. I can retaliate. Obviously, you can't retaliate ranged attacks. Unfortunately, that unit died. There are attacks of opportunity. So be careful when you want to walk away from somebody right next to you. And victory. You can restart the battle if you're unhappy with the outcome. But that's alright. And we have a level up now, so you can, from the screen, immediately click here. Level up your unit. There's always a choice between 2 skills. So either we'll go for more damage against armored or more speed. We also gain some items. They are good for crafting. Ingredients are good for crafting. Bandages can actually be used to stop bleeding. Alright, now for the Grimoire. I've unlocked it. Unfortunately, you're just a novice of magic, so you have to research. We just gained a couple research points, and we can now pick a spell. How about we go with a wisp and hope that we can use it soon? So I'm going to start the research now. You see that up here, it's going to take some time and research that we spend in it. I actually can already use a spell, but we don't need a spell yet. Research is what we're going to focus on. What you want to do in SpellForce Conquest of EO is explore. Gobble up everything that you can find. So if you see a chest icon here, absolutely go for it. I am making a new unit. Other than that, I'm just walking around, grabbing stuff, and then once I have that unit, I'll come back down here to fight. And here is the crafting system. How to get there? Either press the alchemy button here, or I have a crafting slot there now. You can click that to get there in a nicer way, I think. There are different colors, and I didn't notice that myself, but I want to draw attention to the fact that the developer, owned by Gravity, improved the colors of crafting essences to be better readable for people with various color vision deficiencies. Accessibility is super important to me, and I love seeing games become more accessible, so I wanted to mention that. So we have different colors. There is blue, purple, green, and orange. And here you see this. So if we add, for example, 3 chunks of meat by right-clicking, the result is 2 rations. So we can craft that, it takes some time, and then we have the recipe unlocked. We see that on the left side. And so you can experiment, you can try out what works, what doesn't work, craft stuff that you can then use in combat. If you see something like this in the world, this is an all fire node. Very, very important. We can meld with it, and that's why we need the wisp for. So the research for that is done. Now I can prepare the spell, which is here. And I have to wait 2 turns for it to be summoned. The game is played in weeks, and each week there will be a random buff or possibly also a debuff. So keep an eye out for those. All right, my wisp is ready now, but it seems that there's an enemy here. We're gonna kill it, and I just use auto-resolve because my troops are gonna be fine. And they were. Now, I have the wisp ready. I can only summon it in my territory, in my domain. So I'm going to do that here. Send it over to the All-Fire node. And meld with it. That's going to take 2 turns. The wisps are very squishy, so keep that in mind. And after you wait, you have melded with the All-Fire node. Alright, and once you have melded with the All-Fire node, this is now also your domain. It belongs to you, and you have access to more resources that you can extract. Up here is something very exciting, the All-Fire flow. Here, All-Fire can be distributed between mana, which you need to cast spells and also to upkeep certain magical units and spells. Between research, which you need to discover more spells, and proficiency. Actually, it's mastery, isn't it? Yes. Invest in proficiency to increase your mastery. And the mastery determines your size of the domain and also the level of your tower. So if you are not researching anything, you could say, okay, well, let's go all on mana. If you want to research something, distribute it a bit. If you want to focus on research, just go full on research. Proficiency, maybe you want to increase your mastery level, so you can do that too. You could also have it in the middle for everything. Right now, we don't need that much mana. So I'm going to do this. But this is a very cool, I don't really want to call it minigame, but a very cool idea of you have this currency and you can distribute it between other currencies as you see fit, as you need in your current status of the game. I received a new unit stack, and this one has a special unit here. This is an apprentice. I already mentioned that there are special units, heroes or apprentices. So those are 2 different units, and they can have equipment to boost them, to make them stronger. But also these units can build lodges to increase your domain as well. And so with those units, you want to explore, you want to find a good spot where you have lots of resources to extract, and then build a lodge there. The lodges can be moved, but there can only ever be 1 lodge per special unit. So to talk about improvements and additions to the main game over those past 2 years, the developers added an essence filter in your inventory. So you go to the inventory and you have a bunch of things. If you're further into the game, you're gonna have much more. Let's say you want to craft something, so you go to ingredients, but then you don't want to do anything with orange. So you click this, you unselect it basically. Now you have everything else. If you want just orange, you do this. You can also say none and then orange. That will be the easier way, but query difficulty. So very convenient. Huge quality of life improvement, I'd say. And then there's the quest overview. So if you click M to go to the world map, on the left, you can already see the quest overview, separated or divided into the main adventure and other adventures, so side quests. So you will hopefully never lose track of your quests again. A new hero was added, Galtrak, and also a new location, the Sullied Village. This is something you don't want to see. Do not let your tower get attacked. I'm not quite sure if I mentioned it earlier, but you lose your tower, you lose the game. Protect it. always. For everyone new to SpellForce Conquest of EO, and for those like me coming back to it after 2 years, we now know the basics of the main game. But what about the DLCs? Let's take a look at the first one, called Demon Scourge, which released 1 year after the main game in February 2024. This time, I'm starting the campaign as a demonologist, with demons and trolls active, but I'm going to disable all heroes except Morgak. I'm doing this to best show off the DLC content. Being able to customize storylines and hero content is, by the way, an addition from the 1.4 update that released alongside the Demon Scourge DLC. There are 2 stories in this: Invasion of the Demon Lords. The barrier between Fiara and the demon realm has weakened. Learn more about its dangerous lords and what truly befell your master. And the other one is The Trolls Are Coming. Exciting adventures involving these large creatures await you. Learn more about their deity and mannerisms and find potential new allies among their ranks. Sounds fun. This is really cool. So, new stories were added, a new archetype, a new hero. Let's go. If you look in the top right corner, there's now a task list displaying your most important current goals that can be toggled via the game settings. I find it really convenient though. So, one new part of the Demon Scourge DLC is a new room. There's actually 25 plus new tower rooms and expansions, but one of them is the Ritual Chamber. It unlocks demonology, which is used for crafting, of course. Alright, now that the Ritual Chamber is done, we unlocked demonology. We have to put 1 cult in here. I've got 1. Alright, and then we need to add items containing elemental essence. Alright, I've got ash. Does that work already? This should be our first demon. The Vulture of the New Age, a lesser demon. Plus 3 damage on flanking attacks, grants possessed. And then next level, plus 3 gold, additional loot. Ooh. Okay, I like it. After the unit's death, the demon will return to your inventory. I'm gonna summon a demon. Let's go. And apparently we can combine demons. Ooh. So a lesser demon and lesser demon makes a greater demon. Hopefully we'll get to that. And of course, demonology has its own spells, but first we need to craft 4 demons. However, there is occultism, which is the new spell school added with the DLC. And there are unit enchantments, demonic weapons, for example, so we should definitely research this to get into the DLC. Alright, and here is my first demon. I actually did it. Can I make another one? Let's try a different type. And then I've got 2. And another one. And a 4th one. And so the hero story begins. Mugawa is apparently coming for us. Or not for us, but trolls incoming. The first one joined us. This is one of the new units that was introduced in the Demon Scourge DLC. We have a Skull Crusher, Mortal Troll Armored. Looks awesome. Physical damage and elemental weakness. Alright. Follower of Mugawa. Well, hopefully Mugawa's coming as well. I have crafted 4 demons. Now, on to the next quest. Have your possessed win 5 heroic victories. And then we can make cultists. I like this. Alright, so I have my 4 demons. Unfortunately, I can't do this yet because I'm lacking the knowledge. However, what do I do with those demons? So, I need to break the mind. Let's say we break the mind of the militia unit. In order to do this, we need an item containing at least 1 green essence. So, have a chunk of meat. Now they've got a mine slot. And I can add a demon. Any one of them. To this unit. However, if we separate them again, it kills the unit. So, we want to be sure that this is the right thing to do. Or we don't care. Like, More damage on flanking? Sounds good. It's a melee unit. So now they're possessed by a lesser demon. This is so cool. I really like this. We have more. What about the goblin archers? What else do I have here? World map movement, vision range, more damage. More damage for the archers. There you go. I don't think the other ones that I have already want to assign right now. But this is cool. We break their minds. We have them be possessed. Shall we try it? They just destroyed their own protection? Okay, sure. And here, another new unit. I just summoned those. Super cool. More demons, more better, I'd say. They can't attack right now, but that's all right. More demons, more better, right? Let's call some more. Beautiful. I lost a unit. That is okay. They did have a demon though. But I got it back. Sweet. I like that. I hired a cultist in my tower and sent it on its way to join my army in the city of Lorraine. Now I have a new button to establish a new cult, which is going to take 2 turns, so we wait. After that, the cultist turned into a cult of whispers, which adds +1 gold per day to demons created with it. We also improved our relationship with Lorraine, but that's not important right now. We're going to craft another demon. The added bonus of the new cult is interesting, and as you can see, instead of just crafting the tourist with blue essence, this one is going to be the tourist of whispers, generating +1 gold per day. I've been researching more occult spells and got this really interesting one, Sacrificial Ritual. It lets me sacrifice a target unit to create a random artifact. The power of the artifact depends on the level of the sacrificed unit. Alright, so this poor cultist here knew what they signed up for, right? Alright, I sacrifice you for the greater good. Oh wow, that's bloody. We got a Morning Star? That's great, because one of my apprentices doesn't have a weapon equipped yet. I don't think that you can have enough demons, and after establishing a new cult, I want some with 20 extra health. Now I have the ability to use green essence as well. Using the eyeball and the siege creates the Rook of Eulather, level 1. A bit slow, but extra healthy. What if I put in enough essence to reach the first threshold of 2 colors? Let's go for orange and green. The Gourmand of Eulather with extra health and an ability. Consume corpse to heal up. Sweet! I finished more of my demonology tasks by crafting more demons and establishing cults. This enables me to banish demons, aka removing them from a unit without killing it. So for my next task, I need to break a lot more of my unit's minds. Don't mind if I do. I want to see more occult spells. Research is going well, and I can now summon a Chaotic Spirit. It can change its attack type in battle, and also meld with sources of all fire, so it's basically an upgraded Wisp. I'm going to protect it with my army for now, until I find a new all-fire node to meld with. As I'm playing, I'm meeting more and more factions. Most of them are neutral to friendly towards me. 7 keeps not so much. I probably shouldn't be up there with just a worker. Yep, called it. Retreat! Oh, I prepared a fancy new spell to show you. I'm going to turn an expendable unit into a core dweller demon. Sorry, cultist. Look at this bad boy, let's go! I want to fight this army stack, but they have 1 more unit than me. I wonder if a spell can help me there. I saw a fitting spell in my grimoire. Here, Protection from Good, for increased protection against white damage. It's even ready immediately. Let's go and attack then. We're fighting lots of spiders, okay? I've got some ranged units and my trusty apprentice who can summon demons. This is going to be good.
We going?
Let's get into position and summon those demons.
Yes.
The troll should probably cross the river on the other side. Here come the spiders. Them attacking my archer is so not okay. They shall pay for that.
Yes.
More demons, more better, as I already established. And I'm going to keep an eye out for the retaliation, attacking with ranged attacks when I can. Ha! Look at those squishies. Now there's only the elemental left. As you can see, it is resistant against most of my attacks, but I also have strong attacks against it. On the flip side, the spell I cast earlier is protecting me from its white damage. Victory! And my units gain some level ups. Oh, and here's an artificer shop. I could do with more glyphs for my units. Yep. I'll take this one and that one. And I want them all. Remember that one troll that arrived searching for Mugwort? More of his trolls arrived, and they're just chilling out around my tower now. Why not? My grimoire is filling up steadily with extra pages that I collected from the map, research that I completed, and also tasks that I finished. But there is so much more to explore in the Demon Scourge DLC. I'll leave that to you though. Fast forward a couple months to September 2024, when another DLC released, Weaver's Realm, together with an update to the main game, which added an optional setting for second crafting profession. We already saw that earlier. And the random mage button, which assigns you a random crafting and magic school. Back to the Weaver's Realms though. Alright, to switch things up now, we are going to play one of the new scenarios that were added with the DLC. So they are part of Weaver's Realms, and those scenarios, they pose a completely new challenge that plays very differently than the campaign. I want to check out the Wizards of Magic and Might. It is a duel, so there's only one antagonist. Hostile spells will take effect every few turns. They are random, they will dramatically change the rules of play. We can choose the race and region where we're going to start. Heroes are only found in taverns. The map is procedurally generated. I'm going to create a custom mage, so we can pick what crafting and primary school we want. And here, super important, it is going to be dreamweaving, because Weaver's Realms, dreamweaving, this is the new school that got added with the DLC. So here we can forge alliances or topple enemies, unveil distant lands and shroud your army, all without ever leaving the safety of your tower. I feel like that works really well with mentalism. And I'm going to pick the snowy mountains because snow is the best. Random antagonist. Let's go. A rival mage has issued a challenge. The first to destroy the opponent's tower shall be the victor. Let's show them how it's done. I'll do that, of course. All right, now that I've played a couple turns, we shall research something. Dreamweaving. So, what do we have? Instant blink. Distance is an illusion. With this spell, traverse the space between thoughts in the blink of an eye. Or threads of the ethereal spun into a warrior's essence, forging purpose from the fabric of dreams, guiding them towards their destined path. Could be more movement points. Cloak of Shadows. Ooh, your army moves unseen and unchallenged. I'm gonna try Blink first. See what that does. Actually, I know what it does, but still, I want to use it. Alright. What does this do now? The next hostile spell will be revealed. Okay, Foresight. So this is one of the random spells that take effect, right? Alright. Alright, we're leveling up here. The domain has increased, the tower has leveled up. Oh, hello there. Okay, and it continues. Fog of War. Hides the contents of all stacks on the world map as if they were a garrison. Oh no. Oh no. Blink has been researched. Ice weapons. That should be good. Okay, so we found a hero tavern. This is new in the scenario. Here, this is the only place where we can get heroes. In this particular scenario, at least. So we get to choose between Galtrak and Lorgrim. Inspect. Very good. So an orc spellcaster. Or a mortal dwarf. I mean, we are in the snowy mountains. I'll go for you. Bye. Join me, friend. Join me. And so it continues, and so we move on until we find the tower of the enemy wizard. We will see where it is. Eventually, we'll find it, and I'll be ready for him. Fast forward several more updates to a really big one in December 2024. SpellForce Conquest of EO released the 1.9 Origins update. It added a concise and helpful tutorial and Origins. Origins are a new way to experience the game by changing how you start. There are 6 new paths, each with their own story and reward. There we go. You have an established tower, the basic mastered, everything's unlocked. We choose the origin story, as I said, and we can choose the shape of the world. The shape of your world? What does that mean? Lore friendly is, you know, matching the SpellForce experience. Progression based. Here you have an easier region in the middle, in the center, and as you move outwards, it gets tougher. The lake. You have one big body of water in the middle, and random, well, you know, random. Okay, and here's the interesting bit now, the origin. There is the archaeologist. Years of research into the Shapers have led you deep into the troll-infested region of Norgate. Now you stand on the brink of uncovering one of the best-kept secrets. But can you survive the dangers of spelunking in these ruins? Or the Beast Tamer. Your love of nature has won you many friends in Southwatch, animals and humanoids alike. But now something has awakened and is threatening the well-kept peace of this region. Or exiled and hunted. You have chosen a life of seclusion on Westguard Peak. But when your fellow mages and friends are hunted by the new purity of light, you must rise to their defense. Will your numbers be enough to destroy them? Or will you be the first to fall? Maybe your origin is the invader. After years of traveling amongst the orcs of the Ironstorm clan, the chieftain decides to invade Gilishire. But then something happens that forces you to rethink your loyalty. Perhaps the defender of the mountain? As a loyal friend of the dwarves, you have defended them from any threat. Now the Thane of Windholm begs for your help once again in defeating their corrupted brethren, the Granite Dwarves. Or, you know, you want to be the King's Mage, because why not? You have spent years in the service of the crown helping Seven Keeps wherever you can, but something evil awaits you in Darkvale, testing your skill and resilience. So these are the 6 origins that you can pick. Beast Tamer sounds really cool. I'm intrigued. So let's get started. I'm going to play on an easy difficulty so I can progress faster. For years, you have tended your gardens and cared for the surrounding forests. You are as important to the local flora and fauna as you are to the populace. People and animals alike come to you for help and guidance. Unit enchantment, befriend beast, the Beast Tamer, and me. Balance is crucial. You're making your rounds through the forest when you come across a large patch of scorched earth. It disturbs you, as no creature in this ecosystem should be capable of such destruction. How strange. Just as you prepare to heal the ground, a tremor sweeps through the forest, shaking trees and startling smaller animals into flight. Then, a loud roar rips through the air, pained and ancient. What was that? Plumes of smoke rise and the smell of burning wood lies heavy in the winds. From the same direction, you can see movement in the forest. A large creature has awoken along with the flames, old as the forest itself and powerful, a treant. By the All-Father! Primordial Forest. I need a minion that's able to tell one plant from another. I need a primordial location within my domain to study it. And the controlling the pack is... I marvel how beasts form packs to hunt their prey. Such efficiency, such intuitive bonds. I wonder, can these instincts be bottled? Have control over 5 beasts and I already have 3. Okay, so those are my primary quests then. Let's get going. Okay, I have 5 beasts now. A big enough offering will grant me the benevolence of Ellen, the lonesome goddess of nature. With her boon, plants can regrow at my will. Yeah, I don't have that, but that's okay. Primordial Forest. So, is that the thing? I can't use it. Okay. Where did the undead go? I need some more experience here. You have recently heard so many tales claiming that fairies are appearing in mushroom circles at night. Each story varies in its description of what the fairies do, but all are certain that it's a bad omen to be dealt with quickly. Let's investigate this further. A couple of young boys run past, excitedly talking. There is a lot of story in the Origins. I mean, there's a lot of story in SpellForce Conquest of EO, but also in Origins. Ah, I put out the fire now. Sweet. As part of the story, that's what I've got to do. Okay, my resources were depleted several turns ago. I finally have cast the spell to levitate my tower. We can move it now to a different area, and I'm going to move it down here. We have to go over here. I want to claim this. This is a huge part in SpellForce Conquest of EO. Take your wizard tower, move it somewhere else, get more resources. Don't mind the moving tower. And down we go. We have landed. Sweet. And a primordial forest is in our territory now. Perfect. The first signs of a fight are found by the roadside. Bodies here and there, lying bloodied and broken. Soon it seems you have stepped into very recent battlefields, and there's movement on it still. Robed figures move about the dead with scrolls or erecting tall metal constructs. Get those bodies lined up, someone barks an order. Their souls will become engines for the hollow guard like the others. This sounds like trouble. We should leave quickly. Oh, am I not supposed to be here yet? Okay. But what if I continue following the fires? Okay, a camp was destroyed on this side. What's happening here? Is this? No, that's not the tree. Never mind. I found a university, so I can hire an apprentice here. Occultist and researcher. Or the combat mage. Let's go for a researcher. Nice. You can join the other group now, wherever it is. Right. I found the burning tree. Oops. I'm not ready for this fight now. One moment. Alright, I made it to the tree. The wooden giant charges through southward, not caring who or what gets in his way. It too has been burned by the flames, some of them still smouldering, eating away at it like a festering wound. Oh, Father, that looks torturous. From what you can tell, if you extinguish all the flames, including the ones that are consuming it, you may be able to appease the treant. No time to waste. Take it down. Or, you know, maybe we are going to... Oh, I can't retreat. Oh my. Oh my. Happy little accidents here. I did save before doing this. Also, there are auto-saves every now and then. I feel like I may not be ready yet. I should use some spells to help me out there. Maybe this is a good time to transition on to the next segment too. So this is one of the origins. You can try 1 out of 6 and do much better than me. Did you know that mod support was added to SpellForce Conquest of EO in April 2024? Me neither. So let's take a look at that. The mods are available through nexusmods.com. And while you can't create your own scenarios or find other people's scenarios, change the game's visuals, what you can do is change a wide variety of game settings and behaviors. And so on this website, you can either search for something specific, if you've got something in mind. You can apply filters or, and that's what we're going to do now, you can sort by upload date, by endorsements, by, I don't know, last updated, downloads. But I'm interested to see what people like. Like, what are the most popular ones that people review? So, for example, more unit levels. Get stronger. Why not? Different level up choices, or like all of them actually, it looks like. Instead of just getting those 2 options, you get those. Oh, I like this one. How about 5 expansion slots for all rooms? So you just get the best rooms you can think of. So as you can see, there's a lot. There are various things. Stack slots accept everyone. Like just have an army like of 10 people, for example. The good thing about the mods is they are super easy to install. So what you have to do is you find a mod you like, you download it. There's a manual download that I'm hiding here. You download it, and then what you have to do is you have to go to the Documents, My Games, SpellForce Conquest of EO content folder, paste it in there. If the folder does not exist, you make it. But like all the mods that I looked at, they have this here in the explanation. Super easy to do, and you can enjoy that. All right, so I know that was a lot already, but there's one more DLC that I want to show you. SpellForce Conquest of EO, Children of Nor, just released in May 2025. So it's brand new and waiting to be explored. All right then, Children of Nor. Let's go. We're picking something different again. So Path of the Circle, random, and the random bit is the world's not handcrafted. And so I can choose Big Lake, and the resources are going to be wherever, right? So this is nice. And the new archetype the Children of Nordu DLC introduces is the Astromancer, a siphoner of celestial power. Gaze upon the night sky and chart the constellations with your gemstones to harness their energy and unlock the universe's hidden potential. Playstyle: slowly building up your power and figuring out constellation puzzles without fear of losing progress. Interesting. So we have a new crafting thing, and it uses the school of dream weaving. So that is from the other DLC. All right then. Let's choose Alluvian. That's a new one. Antagonists, there is a new one. Zahar the Snake, a cunning and ruthless dark elf, a master of espionage and deception known as the Snake, operates from the shadows. Skilled in deadly poisons, he follows his goal with deadly patience. Don't mistake his soft-spoken words for kindness. Zahar strikes when least expected, his fangs revealed only when it's too late. I love it. Really good. Okay. And I will disable the stories so we get most of the new stories from the DLC. There are fresh adventures, challenges, new quests. We want to help Children of Nor, of course. I don't even know who they are. But we want to do that and defend Fiara from their machinations. What does it mean? We'll find out. So here is the new room then, Astrarium. It unlocks astromancy, which we need for crafting, so absolutely we're going to build this first. And there it is. Ooh, let's go check it out. So it's gem cutting that we do here. We need stardust for it. Arcane essence. Oh, maybe I don't need stardust, but I could add it. An uncut sapphire. Let's make it. So stardust is a rare item that can greatly boost the jewels or infuse them with unique properties. It is not necessary to do that. Alright then, that's the first crafting. And here I can already see blinking constellations. So this is the puzzle thing. Knowledge, education, medicine, and the mastery of magic are traits associated with a scry. Alright, any jewel slots. Per arcane essence, new units start with more experience. Jewels. Uncut jewels. Okay, right, so I'm making an uncut one right now. I'm wondering if the colors mean something. They probably do. So I probably should have checked here first. But that's okay. We'll take a look at it. We'll see. So now that we built the Astrarium, we need to chart the heavens. Okay. Keep track of a sea of stars. I need assistance to observe them in my stead. Craft 3 jewels. Well, I'm on it. I'm crafting my first one. Ooh. So there are moon phases now. Not only do you have the week, but also moon phases. Now it's the waxing moon. As the moon grows, so does the land's bounty, promising a fruitful harvest. Faction promotions, all units gain gathering boost. I wonder if that changes with every week, but we're gonna find out. Nice addition to the game mechanics. Ooh. Whatever happened here? Fallen star. It's an unexplored location. The remains of a fallen star often contain a small amount of stardust and other treasures. Hey. It is not too far away from where I am. We need to go there and pick it up. A week has passed, and so has a moon phase. Now it's the full moon. Under the full moon's glow, instincts awaken and beasts stir from their slumber. All beast units have +6 damage. Very nice. So to answer my own question, yes, every week the moon phase changes. So that is just an additional buff so far. I've not seen the debuffs yet, if there are any. As the full moon rises, Miyabi staggers, his breath quickening. Then, with a guttural snarl, his body contorts, bones stretching, muscles swelling, until a towering beast stands where once stood a man. Eyes gleaming with primal power, his claws dig into the earth as he lets out a thundering howl. Watching this awe-inspiring transformation, seemingly triggered by the full moon, a single thought shoots through your mind. What the... It's really funny because I saw that wolf and I was like, that's weird. That's not my unit. So that is very accurate to my thinking. Apparently, is that a hero or an apprentice? My apprentice is a werewolf. Lycanthrope, yeah. Okay. Here. This unit gains were form during a full moon. +6 melee damage, -6 missile damage. +50% physical resistance, -25% elemental and white resistance. +100 health, and now it's a beast. Nice. That was kind of to be expected, right? With a full moon. I like it. We are harvesting that? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so my gem is finished. Ooh, corrupted ruby. Does that go in here? It does. Depletable location within your domain lasts 2 days longer. Receive 3 common ingredients per week. Oh, so do I need to... The corrupted jewel. I can just right click and then it goes here. Ah, because it's uncut. Got it. Unfused changes. Shall we fuse and see what happens? Okay, so I can't get it out now. That was... okay. That was probably not amazing. Here, per death essence, up to 1 mana free upkeep. So this is cool. I would assume that I need to finish this constellation with 6 blue essence here in order to have that bonus, and 2 green in order to have this one. So this is the puzzle aspect. I just put this in just because I wanted to know what happened, but not the smartest idea probably. Oh, another star has fallen. I wonder if that happens every week. Is this... well, it's roughly the same amount away, same distance away. So I have 2 more gems. And I specifically made green ones. Yes, exactly. So I have 2 green essence now. Receive 3 common ingredients per week. And I'm going to fuse that. Also, what is this? Per life essence, all units gain +1 level up options. Ooh. And is this also active? Oh. Maybe this is not active because per arcane essence, and there is no arcane essence in here. And I didn't get this. Ooh, there's so much more to this. I like it. Okay, so this is triggered because there's a green one here. And this is triggered because there's a purple one here. Ah. Right, okay, this is cool. So the purple here was not stupid. But green and blue should have been swapped. For this at least. The orange still would not have triggered. Ah, okay. So if I get a blue gem now, then I get the experience. Let's craft a blue one. I have something very fancy here. Stardust. Ooh. I found Stardust already. Well, look at that. Yeah, I guess I use this because I don't really know what else to use. I can make jade. I don't need another green one though, so I'll just go with uncut sapphire. And now with the 3 gems crafted, the next goal is to fill constellations and collect 3 of them. 3, I guess, finished ones. A new week and a new moon phase. The waning moon. As the light fades, the mind sharpens, enhancing wisdom and inner strength. Faction promotions, none. Okay, well, that's fair. In case you were wondering about the ears, like the long pointed ears from Zahar, the antagonist that I picked, it's because Zahar is a dark elf, and that is a new race that was added. A new faction, the Dark Elves, stealthy, strategic, merciless, you know? Part of the DLC. What a cool unit. Astromancy Assistant. Look at that guy. Oh, I need this one. Yes, please. I was actually looking for a worker, but nah, we need this guy. Oh ho! My first fallen star. Potent amplifying dust, potent death dust, and humming jewel. And here's the second one. Arcane dust, amplifying dust, deadly jewel. Can I do something with them? I need this. It's grayed out though, so I'm not quite sure. Like, I wonder why it does not work. So this is a bit of a puzzle mechanic. I'm not the smartest when it comes to video game puzzles. Ha! But what if we use potent amplifying dust and a deadly jewel, and then we're gonna add the humming jewel and bone dust. We get a jewel that is not uncut, and that has the same shape as this. So I think I'm onto something. It's purple though, because I was not paying attention. I should have made a blue one, but that, yeah, whatever, that's okay. Now we have to wait a couple turns. So the gem is finished. Ah, yes. Okay, so those are the uncut ones. This is the cut one, I guess. The jewel should have been a different essence, but that's okay. We're gonna fuse it now. Did that work? Did that do anything? Okay. Does that work as I did the thing? Yes, okay, so I filled one constellation. Peek into the future and decide on next week's blessing is a spell that we unlocked now. Beautiful. Nice, so this is a main mechanic now of the Children of Nordu DLC. The constellations. The puzzly aspect, it took me a bit to figure it out, but I did. There is the new faction, the Dark Elves. I've not come across any yet, though. I wonder where they're hiding. The moon phases, really cool. They add a bit more variety, and I guess also randomness to it. New items and resources, of course. New units and monsters like the Astromancer Assistant. So funny. I really like it. And lots of new stories. The Astromancy Assistant has a special ability for stargazing, which is how you can find new constellations. If there's none on the tile, it'll give you the distance to the nearest one. Since I completed my first constellation, it's time to search for the next one. 18 tiles away. Okay. 24, so this is the wrong direction. 10. I'm getting closer. In the meantime, I researched a handful of new dream weaving spells. How about trying Dream? It reveals a random location of my chosen type. That can be a place, a seat of power, an all-fire node, or an arcane academy. I need more all-fire nodes. Wow, this is so powerful. I need to try more dream weaving spells. Dream weaves a random dream that can be put into a unit's mind slot. I got the Daydream of Freedom, which replaces the Enslave effect. Huh. Okay, that was nice, but not very helpful currently. I need more spells. Blink is fully researched. Let's work on Cloak of Shadows next, and test Blink in the meantime. It teleports the target stack up to 3 hexes from its current position. Very useful. I have this stack here, and don't want to freeze all these water tiles, because that's going to take up too much time. So let's blink to the other side of the mountain range to get those the lost spell page. Perfect. Oh, Gore the Changeling apparently doesn't want me in their territory sealing their resources. Whoopsie. I guess I'm fighting my neighbor now. That should be fine. Let's get into a good position and wait for them to get closer. Oh, it's my first time fighting against cavalry. Of course they have more movement points. It's still fine.
Yes. Yes.
A couple of spells to the face, and the cavalry is dead. The last 2 enemies are still a bit far away, but I can shoot at them for a bit of damage nonetheless. Let's get a heal in. Perfect. Oh no, Bear. You were not supposed to go around there. Gah, my apprentice! That could have gone badly for him. Yikes. Whew. It's fine. I can heal him. Die, Bear. Alright, as for the last enemy, I'm going to outsmart them with tactical positioning. I'm moving my unit behind it using 2 AP. When I attack now with 1 AP, there won't be any retaliation because the enemy has to face me first. And now you can deal the killing blow. Okay, I almost messed this up, but managed to turn it around again. Victory! I'm still struggling to find the next constellation. Please don't judge. Oh? Ellen of the Shaiken will join me in exchange for my help. That's pretty basic, but what makes this event special is that I get a page of my grimoire for her. Alright, I'll help you. Research points invested. Ellen gives me a quest. Let's go. We take a look around, I use some mana and get her hammer. This is cool. I wonder where her page will lead me. Yeah, so I may have gotten a bit desperate here. I didn't realize that it could be on a mountain tile. I was very confused, but I finally found it. And now I get to choose a constellation. The Mother for workers and locations, or the Conjurer for summoning and summons. I feel like the Mother is better for my current playstyle. This time, I'll do better with inserting the gems. Obviously, there are different bonuses that I unlock. Bodyguards for workers, building improvements, and stat improvements for workers and celestial units. Cool. What jewels do I have? I need to match the colors to the line color and also craft more jewels. I only have 2 crafting slots, so this should do for now. The first jewels are done. Let's slot them in. I'm missing one more. While I waited for the last jewel to be done, I went ahead and searched for another constellation. Now that I know how it works, I once again have to choose between 2 options. Oh, and there's progress in my grimoire. I can summon a celestial now, fancy. Let's do that and use it to check out the building improvement ability that I unlocked with the previous constellation. The guild hall won't help me here, but the trading post sounds great. Plus 1 gold per day and more value for selling items. Sure. Yep, Gore is still very unhappy with me. Our relationship deteriorated because I keep crossing their borders. Sorry, not sorry. Let's get into position. Oh, she's got a healer too. Really? You survived with 2 HP. Not for long. I love my ranged units. Remember, more demons, more better? It still counts. They are perfect meat shields. And working as intended. Look at all of them attacking my demons. Oh, the last unit routed, but that won't spare them. I'm going after them. You fools. Here is my victory. Finally, the last jewel's also finished. I should be able to complete the constellation now. I only got 2 out of 3 bonuses, but I'm okay with that. Nice. Oh, and this is the new constellation I found, by the way. The 3rd one. I'm making progress on all fronts, including the Grimoire. Check out the Children of Nordu DLC for yourself to discover more of it. Honestly, I am impressed. You saw for yourself how much content was added to SpellForce Conquest of EO over the last 2 years. Who doesn't like quality of life updates? And then there's all the content that got added with the DLCs. New archetypes, schools of magic, units, factions, mechanics, stories as well. So where do I get more time from so that I can play all the content now though? Thank you for watching and see you in EO.